Hello, Truth Seekers. Lawrence here, and welcome to Easy Enlightenment. So, this is how I used to meditate for a decade. I would wake up in the morning, freshen up, and sit down to meditate for half an hour, and sometimes even longer when I don't have to, be part of the world. So this was like my cup of coffee before the real coffee, to reorganize myself, to reorganize my thoughts and hoping to be free from my mind. So it went for a long time. And, there are several techniques available in the yoga world and meditation world. And I used to apply those techniques to control my body, to control my mind. Again, hoping to be free from the fear, free from the mind. And definitely, this meditation techniques helped me to settle my mind from the place of agitation to more calm and relax. And meditation helped me to move from the complex mind towards a simple mind, and I use those simple mind in the things that I was involved with. And I start to see that I was making the progress, in the relative world, in the functioning world. I was more grounded, I was more clear, and I was connecting the dots. I see the positive side of the meditation. But one thing I caught later was I was never able to dissolve the mind for good. I wasn't able to dissolve my fear for good. And when I see that, then I inquire, what's happening, what's missing here that I wasn't able to dissolve my mind, to go beyond my mind. And in the meditation, notice how we be part of the, that mantra practice or visualization practice or making the focal point in the body practice. And from controlling the body and mind, we are able to move from the the ripples of the mind towards a simple mind. And if you keep concentrating on those techniques, what happens is at one point you enter the void as the experience of no mind. There is a point you go, duh. You see that you're not thinking anymore. And you have the reference from the yoga world, philosophy world, the spiritual world. Void is the space of truth, the ultimate truth. And also able to sit in that void is the way to sort of align with the divine, align with the truth, anchoring in the truth, or liberation. Those ideas were also there, or is there for you, isn't it? But even I was able to enter into that void of nothingness. And then you catch yourself, you're there, and the thing happens and it breaks. and you're back into your body. And every time I sit down in the meditation, my perspective is I want to get there. So every morning, I would do that, not realizing that, I was simply numbing myself from this control approach. Getting there to that void. And once you get to the void, what I was doing is waiting. Or sometimes I use the meditation with no techniques, sit down and just wait for things to happen. And nothing happened. So then I saw, it's not working. It's not working to dissolve my fear. So what next? Then, I come to the point, the final method. Okay, before I talk about the final method, for those 10 years of practice, 10 years plus of practice, simply, made me, numb. And also, it made me run away from the issues from my life. Being part of that control approach made me run away from the reality. Basically, I was running, hiding from the reality, forgetting to anchor in the now. So that was my years of meditation, which was creating a bubble, living that bubble, and numb myself with that approach. And notice that the purpose of the meditation is to liberate oneself, understand oneself, so we can be part of the world without fighting. But guess what? I was fighting with the world. Meditation can also make you righteous. Meditation can make you stubborn. So, righteousness, stubbornness is the sign of the ego getting stubborn. Where the meditation was supposed to be used to dissolve the ego, not getting tougher. So those things also happened in my life. So again, it helped me to move from the towards simplicity, to anchor myself just enough so I can connect the dots in the things that I do. That can be achieved from any meditation work, any technique-based work. But it did not liberate me from my mind, did not liberate me from my fear. And this is, when nothing was working to dissolve the fear from my life, then I come across the idea of who am I? With the method, which is about subtracting the mind, which is about dismantling the mind or deconstructing the mind. So I was introduced with this idea. The idea that I read in the book. So then I apply this method, being aware of oneself and then tracing the mind backward. And in the beginning, I wasn't able to trace back. I was tracing back to some extent, and then I don't know how to trace back. Then I'll try again. I would try again and again, and I was getting better and better in tracing. And because of this, tracing back the mind work helped me to see the root cause of my fluctuation. I was able to see the fear, the reason to be afraid of. I see the attachment, and I work on my attachment, work on my fear, and from there I was able to see the root cause of my fear, the root cause of my attachment. And the same process helped me to get to the truth. The who am I with dismantling the mind was the final practice, final practice for me. If I haven't found the who am I practice with dismantling the mind, I won't be able to succeed in seeing the truth. So, if you see yourself in me, then I sincerely invite you to be part of the who am I approach with dismantling the mind and see what happens. All the videos that I posted in the past is all about that. Seeing the issue and dismantling the issue by tracing it back to its root and eliminating the root altogether. So, and when I realized the truth, then pretty much, life became the meditation rather than, sitting down for hours in a cross legs in meditation. So that's the difference, When you see the truth, the spiritual seeking stops and easy living starts. Now reflect in your life. Where are you? Are you still seeking the liberation, seeking the freedom? And the freedom is not, if the freedom is not there, then again, be part of the self-inquiry. I would say that this is the final approach. Whatever we are doing in the name of freedom, pretty much the entertaining the ego. Even we are able to make things happen, even we got better and better in life, but still it's entertaining the ego. Remember, the real meditation is about dissolving the ego, not upgrading the ego. We must have this reference. It's about dissolving the mind, not adding more stuff in the mind and making the mind simple. That simple mind, still an ego. Okay? Simple mind, still an idea, still a belief, still a preference. And all preference, idea, belief must go to liberate oneself from the inner conflict and fear. The mind must go. That's what is required to be free from the mind, to go beyond the mind. Anyway, hope this video makes sense. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Take care for now. Bye.